Cats! Welcome to the next episode of the Bonita Interview Series. I'm Alexa, and this week I had the pleasure of interviewing Madame Karaian, who teaches French. In this episode, we dive into her passion for tennis and how her dedication to her sport has led her to the dedication she holds for teaching. Let's get started. Hello, I'm Alexa, and I have with me today...
Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Karaian. I'm Madame Karaian.
Okay, so Madame, I have a few questions for you today.
Okay.
So what sports and activities before you started your career shaped you as a person today?
I've always been a sporty person. I loved playing basketball, and I was also a part of my teams or my high school tennis team.
Okay, awesome. And do you still participate in those activities today?
It's been a little more tough with kids in the picture, but I try to go sometimes. I love playing tennis. I love being active, so it's a beautiful sport.
Okay, and in tennis, were you on your high school team all 4 years?
Yes, I was actually supposed to be 4 years in varsity, but my coach said that we have too many seniors who need to be in varsity.
Oh my gosh.
So I was in junior year my first year, freshman year, and then all 3 years I was a varsity player.
Wow, okay. And in the game or the matches, did you prefer to play doubles or singles?
I was doubles. I like being a partner with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is something your past coach said to you that changed your view of the game?
So not so much changing the view of the game, but changing like my view of a certain, I don't know, my coach really believed in me. I think that changed a lot. So we were playing the hardest high school at the time, CV, Crescenta Valley. And my coach had told all of us before playing that if you want to sit out, just let me know because we get intimidated by them a lot. We would. And so he told us, just let me know and I can sit you guys out. And then when I felt like I was having an off game, I went to him and I told him, hey, coach, I want to sit out. And he said, no, if you say that to me one more time, you will not be playing again. And so I realized I took it the other way, that he had so much, he believed in me so much that he said, you can do better and you will not be sitting out. So continue the game. And I actually went back and I was stronger the second half. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
So
that's
it changed
amazing.
my perspective.
So when you were nervous before games, what would you go back to tell your past self if you could now?
My teammates and I started something, and when we were behind, we would say, okay, so the match game, the score is 0-0, we're starting fresh. So even if we were like 1 point away from losing, our mentality, we would change it and we would say we were going to play 0-0 and we would perform a lot better after that.
Okay, I actually say that sometimes to myself, like I've done it before, I can do it again, or like just pretend like this is your first time.
I agree.
So with sports and school, that takes up a lot of time. Did that teach you time management into like your daily life now?
Definitely. And back then as well, because we would play sports hours after school. And even after our practice was done, we would go and just continue playing until like sometimes 10 p.m. that same day. Yeah, because we just love to hang out together. It built a community. It was a family. And just like our French class, we had each other for 4 years. So it was really nice to grow together and spend so much time together. And even now, it does teach you time management. It's at such a young age, and then you apply it later to your life.
For sure. Yeah. Did you find yourself ever procrastinating with school sometimes during tennis?
Definitely, of course. Not so much with tennis, but sometimes it got overwhelming. I know some of you with your junior years were so busy as well.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely.
Yeah. So if you had the opportunity to play in college, would you have done so, or would you have just focused on school like you did?
I think at that point, I knew that tennis was just a hobby for me. And so I focused more on school, and I knew what I wanted to do. I always, since the first day of French class in high school, I knew I loved it so much. And I got so much advice from my teacher, and she can tell that I wanted to do something with this. So I just focused on what I knew I was going to do.
Okay. And have you ever attended a professional tennis match?
I have not, but I would love to. I love watching videos. I think they're so funny. Djokovic is one of my favorites. He's like a character, and so I would love to one day.
Who is your favorite athlete?
Athlete in general?
Tennis athlete.
Tennis? It depends. Back in the day, it was Maria Sharapova. She was very well known. Djokovic is one of the ones that you just want to always watch because you're not just getting a tennis match. You're getting like a show with a tennis match. Yeah.
Okay. And is there a game in high school that you still remember to this day that like really made an impact on you?
Um, I don't recall one that's changed so much. I just remember like working so well with the team, all of us together, and just building like a little family. And that meant a lot to me because in high school I had French and I had tennis for 4 years. And so it was like my little bubble there. So not so much a game that changed it, but the community changed it a lot for me.
Okay, well, that brings me to my last question. Tennis obviously created good friendships among your teammates. So, like, how do you think sports impact people in social life all around in school and everything?
I think sports are great to be a part of for everyone. Every sport offers something different, but I do believe that, like a team sport, it offers you the opportunity to learn about different personalities and how to work well with others. And that has shaped me into the teacher I am today, I believe, because I have 30 plus sometimes different personalities to work with and to cater to every single one in such a short period of time. And so tennis has done that for me as well. And yes.
Okay, well, that's amazing. Thank you for answering all my questions
Thank
today.
you.
Bonne journée, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed getting to know Madame Karaian better and her love for tennis. Stay curious, Bearcats, and join us next week for another interview. See you then.